All right, welcome back, everyone. We are continuing our journey. Today we have a special quest of going all the way up to Salthearth Estate to retrieve some painting for the Fighters Guild, actually for the Conservatory of Saint Leica. So we're gonna rest here overnight and continue in the morning. All right.
What was that?
Let's see, old armories. We're gonna fix everything. Nice. Let me see. You know what? Let me just put some stuff away here. Maybe in the corner here. Actually, those are some things I wanted to sell. That's right. But there are also some books I want to read, so let me just put all the books here for now. Let me just put all on top of each other. They kind of look nice. I like their design. The buying game. All right. You know, individually books are kind of light, but once you start collecting all of them one after another, they add up. So, look at this now. Much better. Much better. Ah, cool. Yeah. I'm gonna sell this gilded red. Let me take a look. Wow, it looks really nice. Gilded red glass inkwell. Maybe I'll actually keep it. Bolt of moth silk. Yeah. Oh, I have 1,500 septims? I didn't know I was that rich. Anyhow, let's go. Let us go. So we're gonna walk to Salthearth. It's easy to find, actually. I've been there a couple of times. In fact, I remember this quest. I've done it before. The thing is that it will require some maneuvering around convincing, or there are probably different ways to acquire the painting. I remember the noble's son. We can't talk to him. Let me just check here. Yeah, Theophon. Purchased by Theophon. I think Theophon is the son of the lord of the estate. And he's kind of tricky, whatever, shady. I think I talked to his father or mother, and they kind of agreed. They overruled. But I had to convince them. And my speechcraft is only 35. Personality 65. I can try to bribe, but Colovians are not really into bribing, I think. We can try, we'll see. It's a beautiful morning in Anvil. Let's have a walk. I love these colors. I noticed the morning colors are just so beautiful. Take a look at that. Ooh, wow. We're just gonna go north and follow the road north. You know, it's fine. Let's just enjoy this sunrise for a moment. Beautiful. You know, today, man, it's a hot day in Hong Kong, at least. I looked through the window earlier and I saw, you know, when you see people wearing umbrellas, carrying umbrellas, but it's sunny, you know it's hot. And especially people here are very sensitive to those kind of things, so... And then look at the phone and it actually says 27 degrees, feels like 28. So we went from like 15 a couple of days ago to 27, 28. It fluctuates so much recently. But yeah, it feels like summer is already around the corner in Hong Kong. basically the year is like one long summer and mild winter. That's about a couple of weeks only, and that's it. So I'm kind of slowly adapting. When I arrived here at the beginning, I said no way. There's no way I can survive in this climate. It's ridiculous. And I think I spoke about this somewhere else already before. I talked to the people who traveled more around Southeast Asia and at work. And they told me they experienced the worst weather, the worst kind of humidity, only in the Philippines and Vietnam. So I can't imagine how it's there. I knew a lot of people who actually even lived in Philippines and everything, and it's tough, man. But even in Hong Kong, it's crazy. The humidity is just ridiculous. Anyways, so we are slowly preparing for the hot weather. You know, soon we're gonna have to turn on the AC already, the climate. So it is what it is, you know. Man, look at that. I love the view of Anvil. Let me just take a look at here. This, like, the way the walls stretch, they're so long, you know. Look at that. I really love that. I remember, like, in my world building project from many years ago, I had this one city. It was called Chios, and it was kind of inspired a little bit by some ancient Greek cities, but you know, it's more, you know, with my own take. And it was like a white walls, perfect like a square, I believe, or rectangle, and the walls like perfectly, like, you know, straight, but for like a, I think they were at least a mile long, like mile by a mile, and I just had imagined this like perfectly like symmetrical white city. I guess I was influenced by Necrom as well. All of this was many years ago, and it was in this valley, like a vast valley, which is very beautiful, like distant snow-covered mountains, and this valley had like a lots of meadows, and like a tiny hills, and there were trees with I forgot their name, but I found like there's one very particular beautiful tree that has like a white flowers, and there was like a woodlets of this like trees around and flowers and small ponds. It was very beautiful valley. I forgot actually even the name of the valley, and the culture was kind of like a mixture of Byzantine and, you know, ancient Greek. And they used obsidian daggers, ceremonial obsidian blades, which are very sharp. And anyways, it's just Anvil kind of reminds me of that. You know, the walled city. And I also, you know, this is a good opportunity to actually explore the wilderness and, you know, try to level up a little bit. Try to level up, because I'm level 3. And I couldn't do the Necromancer quest for the Mages Guild yesterday. It was too tough. Too tough. Man, this is amazing. Every time I come here, I had to stop and admire. I mean, look at this. Jeez. Oh, I got a comment yesterday on my on the main channel, on my Morrowind analysis videos, and this guy said that he cannot get into Morrowind, and it's not because it's a old game, because he says he played lots of like old games like Neverwinter Night and all this stuff, so it's not the graphics. He said something very interesting. The only thing that stops him, prevents him to play Morrowind, is that the game is too quiet, too silent. And I guess, you know, he thinks about vanilla. And it is true, like, I'm so used to Aura, the sound overhaul. When I installed this game and I start playing, and I noticed like, wait a minute, why is it so quiet? And then I figured out I forgot to add Aura. And I mean, you do have a soundtrack, and even though the soundtrack is, you know, gorgeous, it's like after a few years, you know, you kind of get used to it already, and you want something else. And I mean about the game sounds, right? The nature, the environment. It's very quiet. Like you will hear like a gush of the wind every, you know, few seconds, and that's it. So the game is, it truly is very quiet, and I wonder why it's like that. I remember they released some like a Bitter Coast Sounds mod, the official mod, right? And I remember even Solstheim. I used to do like some ambient videos in Solstheim, and you know, I want to like record forests and everything. It's just very, very quiet. Morrowind is just a very, very quiet game. And also, I was considering recently, no, like some videos for Abecean Shores for the main channel. I was thinking because I made once a video about top 5 or, you know, 5 Tamriel rebuilt mini bosses, you know, even though there are much more. So I was thinking to do something like that for the Abecean Shores, or, you know, for this map. Maybe mini bosses or, you know, just unique enemies or something like that. Like, make like a little list. Those videos are kind of much simpler, easier to make. Oh, here's like 5 creatures, whatever, 5 entries. You focused on each one a little bit, and those videos are actually easier to make than, you know, overall analysis, like the one I made recently. The psychological appeals. Those kind of videos are much more difficult and takes longer to write. But you gotta mix them up, you know? A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Yeah, right now I don't have the color mood shader on, so you can see all the blues. I like it. I like the blues. And look at the distant depth of field. So it's not the depth of field, it's a distant depth of field. I think it's beautiful. Adds so much like depth, cinematic depth. Man, yesterday's episode was insane. The chase with the Bosmers across the Dysek Marsh, and I've never seen I've never seen characters in Morrowind that chase me that far. Usually they chase you, you know, and they'll turn around and go back after, you know, 10 steps or something. And there's this moment when they kind of surrounded me on 3 sides when I was hiding in the village. It looked almost like they're like intelligent, you know? Like the way they did it. It had to be accident, but it was great. I really enjoyed it. And you know, if I was like over-leveled, too powerful, I wouldn't have that experience. I wouldn't experience that tension, that, you know, intensity, the drama. So sometimes it's good to be like a little bit, you know, underpowered, underleveled. Wow, look at this. Oh yeah, the fires. The fires. I remember seeing these kind of things the first time I played. I didn't pay attention. But now, because there was a news we read about the bushfires, right? That's why we have these dead trees, and so there was a fire recently here. Golden Watcher. Wow. This kind of reminds me a little bit of Narcissus and the Shipal-Shin region, right? Which is just red, but has cactuses. So anyhow, yeah, I love this area. So now we're slowly going to this like a dry... Kind of love it, man. I really, really love it. Dry area. So this is Sutch, right? Is this like a border with Sutch? It's the white bull. Or minotaur, right? And this is Anvil. So... Oh yeah. So now we are entering Anvil. Duh, Alec. And here we are entering Sutch. Yeah. Oh, here's Salthearth. So yeah, I think Salthearth belongs to Sutch. We see some new trees. And we kind of see, you know, what can we expect in this area. So for example, let me see something. What's this? A bush. This is a tree. Doesn't say what kind of tree. I really want... We should sign a petition for Word to animate all these trees. He already did for Wardenfell almost all of it. And he animated some trees for Solstheim overhaul. Tomb of the Snow Prince. Oh, maybe he should like do like a Tamriel rebuild trees first. Especially Antirine. Just imagine all those Antirine trees. Those bulb trees. Animate. I think it'll be just very beautiful. Oh, this feels hot. Feels hot. Oh yeah, we can tell there was a fire there. Look at that. There was a fire over there. This tree looks also good. It's like a golden tree. And look at that. Now you can tell we're entering more like a dry area, right? Let me see this. Flora lobelia. And did someone tell me this is like a monkey puzzle? Or Yucatan? Joshua tree, yeah, the Joshua tree. I believe we see some of these on Stirk Island. I really like it. Yes. Yeah. I'm leveling up. I'm grinding. Oh, I'm grinding. As you guys can tell, today it's probably going to be a little bit different, more serious, more relaxed episode. After all the excitement yesterday, you know. I also want to get the axe, so the guys wrote me just to, you know, roleplay more, mix it up. I can use X on the like beasts and whatnot, and the swords only like the worthy enemies, like people, humans. I like that Nord, like when they're hit, when they receive damage, their reaction is like to cough, like Oh goodness, let me see. Restoration. No. Yeah. It's not gonna work. We need to level up. This is the Salthearth estate, but let me see this here. This is a cemetery? Oh.
What's your store?
Zarek. Oh, are these like a Sutch guards? Ah. No one's allowed in this tomb without expressed permission from Lord Velius Ivrol. I'd keep your distance if you know what's good for you. The name Zarek. I guard this crypt. Don't steal, don't brawl or start fights. Don't kill except in self-defense. If you're caught... Yep. Guards will let you choose your punishment. Fines or hard labor. Fair enough. Yeah, we might see lots of... well, not a lot, but some new Redguard lore. Because Anvil is bordering here, but up north is Hammerfall here. So only Anvil is kind of like on the sea, right? This is like the only port, actually. Open port, right? The Abecean Sea. Sutch will border Hammerfall. So we may see like lots of like a new Redguard stuff. I heard there will be a new Redguard type of a dungeon. Maybe some kind of Yokudan dungeon or something. I'm not sure. What is this? Iron Rye. Big. Blue watch, golden watcher. Oh, there's a golden and blue watcher. Let me see something. Anyways. Good. I like her shoes. Look at that.
Excuse me, I was just thinking.
About what? I don't know you. What do you want? Some of my chicken keep walking off right out the gate, and the guards don't even bat an eye. Sorry, ma'am, we're here to look out for brigands and tall dodgers, not poultry. Bah. Tell me about Salthearth. This estate is home to Lord Velius Ivrol, Knight. Be sure to treat his property with respect while you're here. He's the Lord of Salthearth and the owner of Oloman Mine. I'm just a farmer. Yeah. I really love this architecture here. It's kind of similar to what we see in Morrowind in a imperial style, but you know, different. I love the red brick and then like a wood. Farmhands Lodge. Drums. Oh, you're here. I don't know you. What do you want? It looks like Tellerov Ivrol has had another business venture go up in smoke. That's usually when he comes here to stay on his cousin's estate. He says the country air helps him focus. The fact that he gets served 3 meals a day and is waited on by Lord Ivrol's servants probably has something to do with it as well.
Speak freely, friend.
What you guys eating here? Durata. What's durata? Is that corn? Dried berserine. Okie dokie. Let's go here. I just love this estate. I wish we could build something like this for a player. Like this would be a good, like a estate for a player. Let's say we finish some overall Colovian. Oh yeah, I got a comment that once entire Colovia is finished,
In the front lines on the war against crime.
there will be a
Guy. Better look busy.
like a Colovian main quest. So I have no idea what's gonna be about. But you know how Kingdom Anvil has its own like a main storyline, and then Kingdom of Sutch, Kingdom of Quatch, they're all gonna have their own like a regional main quest. But then on top of that, at the end, we're gonna have an overarching main quest. At least that's a plan. I'm sure it's still far away from, you know, being realized, obviously. But it's good to know about these things, you know. It's I love this place. Anyhow, let's go. Oh, these are the guest quarters. This is the main mansion. Such a sweet place, man. So rustic. Countryside. So many guards. There are more guards than people, than farmers. Well, let's see what can we do here. I'm still...
Talk is free. What do you want?
I hear statues Cento. Or Canto. That's the question. I'm not sure anymore. Has come to Salthearth to try and get Velius Ivril to crack down on the mutinous workers at Oloman Mine. Does he think that Lord Ivril hasn't tried that already? Right? Locked. Let's see.
I'm listening.
I love this armor. It's a mercenary armor. I never found the complete set though. So this is the guy, Theophon, yeah. I remembered not to talk to him. Here's a picture.
Happy to help.
Oh,
What's your problem?
turn around. I can't steal it. If I crouch? Yeah. History of the Elysian Order. I need to go upstairs and talk to... Probably talk to his dad. First. I'm still fighting. Alright. Yeah, I just love this carpet, man. Hello there.
Go ahead.
Welcome to Salthearth Estate, traveler. Are you here to see my husband, Velius? If so, then I advise you to state your case succinctly. He's a very busy man. He's my husband, and a fine one at that. He's under quite a bit of stress at the moment, but it'll blow over in due time. Really? Oh dear, I'd rather not gossip. I was an assistant to a healer in my youth, before I met Velius Ivril. We've been inseparable ever since. It is the home of my husband and me, Salthearth, as well as our son and his future wife, if Mara wills it. It seems like an eternity ago that we purchased this land. This place is as much a part of us as we are a part of it. If you would, I ask that you be gracious and respectful during your stay with us, of course. I am a noble. Oh, training? What can you train?
For the right price, I can show you many new things.
Speechcraft?
What can I do for you?
Restoration, yeah.
For the right price, I can show you many... What do you need, friend? What can I do for you?
Nice. Nice. Oh yeah, she was assistant to a healer, that's why. Nice. Gosh, this is going to be now a little bit difficult. Empty. Ooh. Grab him. All right. I have to convince him to give us the painting. All right. This armor is just all around awesome. Just all around. Let me see. 60. Oh.
After the kicking I gave that weasel, he better mind his manners.
Before I even ask him, let me try to raise this position. Yeah. Yeah. It's going to be very difficult. You know
Happy
why?
to help.
Because
What's
he's
your
a noble.
problem?
A nobles are, or whatever he is, very difficult to influence. What if I bribe you a little bit? No. Okay. Pa pa pam. Pa 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 pam. Okay.
Happy to help. What's your problem?
Oh my goodness. Now I don't know this wine, if you can. Let's try this one. Oh yeah. Come on. Come on. So the twin moon mine actually made me rise my personality to 80 or 85, but still wasn't enough. I mean, I cannot train so much speechcraft right now with her. And the bribing doesn't work. It's because he's a noble and he probably has a high speechcraft himself. And because of that, it's very, very difficult to influence them, to affect their disposition.
Happy to help. What's your problem?
Well, let me see. Let me see. Summon skeleton to dance for him, to entertain him. 45 luck. Oh.
Well deserved.
47. Danica, where's that? Twin Moons. How about this wine? 85. 105. How about now? I drank two bottles of wine. Killed my intelligence. I'm like dumb as a slaughterfish. Theophone's impulsivity does concern me. Perhaps this can be a lesson for him. Very well, you have my permission to take the painting and return it to the conservatory. He is to inherit the estate, so he must learn to manage his affairs. The painting should be on his desk. Now, with his authority, we can take it. This is my manor you're standing in, regal white hands. I'm sure I don't need to tell you that. I'll see you in the future expansion, Salt and Spice. Thank you very much. Bum 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 ba ba da ba bum 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 ba bum bum. Okay. Oh. Where is this dude? This dude.
Well met. What is it?
Oh. It's kind of strange. I guess it's not strange. I mean, this is the first floor. They have like a... What are you doing here? Oh, you're just cooking here. Okay. We heard that pirates have been accosting ships along the coast west of here. I bet the Reeve of Tresui is really anxious to get rid of them. That's Kingdom of Anvil's waters, so it's her job to keep them safe. It's a small fishing village on the Australian coast, yes.
What do you want, Outlander?
Outlander. Who says? Alright, I'm gonna get your picture. Alright? My father allowed you to take the painting? I cannot believe this. The plan I designed with the Arantian is now ruined. That old fool. Just get out of my sight. Who is the Arantian? The privileged information, I'm sorry. Whatever. The Triumph of Pelennor. We got the picture.
Yes?
I mean the painting.
Yes?
All right. I just love seeing them carrying the lanterns like that.
I'm not busy now. What do you need?
She mentioned having some issues with the chicken wandering away. Let's explore this estate a little bit further, okay?
All right, I'm listening.
He has nothing to say. And what's this? Oh, the farm's lodge. Okay. And now we are literally at the edge of the map. Let's take a look. Brennan Bluffs region. So... Bluffs doesn't mean like hills or how you call it. Not a canyon, right? Bluffs. Look at that. We gotta wait at least for another year. Let me check what's here. Wow, look at that tree.
You may speak.
Wow. Just north of here is the Great Sutch Salt Lake. Nothing compared to the Deja site back in Morrowind, though. Over there, it's salt wastes from horizon to horizon. Deja site. It must be the house dress territory. Salt Lake will be... So we're gonna have a Salt Lake north of here.
So, where are you from?
Just looking around. Right. And here? Locked. Okay. I don't want to fall down into infinity. Let's go here. What's up with this tree? I would like to, on the way back, level up. So let's explore a little bit of the wilderness. Oh! Okay, let me... Alright. Very, very bad. Oh, there's a shrine. Good. Let me check the shrine. And there's a tower. Maybe you can rest there overnight. Way Shrine of Arcane. Receive a blessing. What do we got? Resist 45 health, 10 points. Okay. Oh, this is like a gate. Yeah, this is the border, that's right. Mm-hmm. Raznak Grohakas. You are...
Your actions show promise. What do you want?
Oh, he's like a regular Imperial Legionnaire, not a guard. Move along, I'm watching for merchant carts and carriages that need to pay tolls. I am a guard of Cyrodiil Imperial Legion, yes. Let me take a look inside. Tollhouse.
Yes.
My name is Para Terrellian, agent of the Cyrodiil Census and Excise Office. Have you heard of the Masked Captain? He's a notorious pirate lord who's been ravaging the Abecean Sea for years. There's an enormous bounty on his head. I'm happy that I'm posted here, far from the ocean. None of the local brigands ever achieved that level of notoriety. Wow, okay, now this is much bigger than I expected. Salt. Salt and rice.
In the front lines on the war against crime.
I had our small detachment at this tall house. Yeah, the Legion is so spread out, man. Talons, sweet wine, Rufino, Lalo, Lu. I think I want to go to Brina Crossing right now. I want to join the Itinerant priests, you know? Torches? Sure. Not bad. All right. What do we have up here? It's the same thing. All right. Ooh. A dance in the fire. I'm robbing the Legion. Okay, we can try to open this. I don't have magic, never mind. Let's go to Brina Cross.
Yes.
Nothing.
I greet you as a friend.
All right. I think that's it over there, right? Oh, look at the size of this oak tree. Holy cow. I think this is a good place to rest here. I'm still trying. This is lovely. Oh yeah, let me see. This is an amazing area, by the way. I want to get to the Brina Crossing, or Brina Cross. Just a second. And then we can also use like a teleportation from the Mages Guild. Should be this way. Yeah. I think that giant Ayleid ruin over there, that you can probably see it from every corner of Anvil region. I think that's where this archaeological excavation is going on, and that's where we can find that god, not the god, the king sorcerer Ayleid. Racha, the lord of ugly obscurity. I think that's his name. It's one of the most amazing encounters. It's very high level. I actually defeated him with my character. I don't know how I did it, man. But yeah, Racha, the lord of ugly obscurity. And I thought that's the only one, only like living Ayleid on this map. But someone told me there's another one. I haven't found that one. I assume it's also in one of these Ayleid ruins. So we have at least 2 living Ayleids. Actually, I'm not even sure if they're living or if they're undead. Because they had to be there like for thousands and thousands of years. And I know the elves can live long. But still, like I don't know how he just, you know, stay in this dungeon by himself. It's kind of surrounded by some Daedra. And I don't know. I have a feeling like he's more undead or fused with some, you know, unholy magic. He's not just like a regular living Ayleid who just happens to survive all this millennia. And the interesting thing about them is that you don't really see them. Like, they're humanoid, but they have this kind of like weird... to me it looks like they wear a mask, but I don't think it's a mask. Like feathers and... I don't know. I can't go right now, it's too difficult. But we're gonna see later, I know, in future episode. I mean, I love the look. They kind of remind me of those aliens from the Stargate universe, right? You know, in the Ra... like, they kind of look humanoid and have these feathers and masks. Very ceremonial looking. And some amazing loot as well. So, I'm actually looking forward to go there. But we're gonna have to wait. I think he's... is it the Kingdom of Anvil quest that sends us there? Or the Fighters Guild? I'm not sure. But whichever it is, it's one of the more like harder later quests. And you know, I didn't care much about the Ayleids in the past, like whatever. But when I you know found about the Racha, the Lord of Ugly Obscurity, and I actually heard, like I think I mentioned in the previous episode, that there will be like enclaves of surviving Ayleids, so they're not extinct. because lore-wise, not all Ayleids were bad or, you know, enslaving people. Basically, what happened, some Ayleids started worshipping Daedra, and other ones, they kept worshipping Aedra. However, those that worshipped Daedra, I think they kind of dominated over the other ones, because they're more, you know, focused on domination. They probably had more support from the Daedric princes, including Meridia, which I'm really disappointed in Meridia. You know, I always thought she's cool, one of the cool ones. She kind of made a little oopsie there, but it's okay. It's okay. You know, we all make mistakes. But not only Meridia, I think they worshipped like Mehun Dagon and whatnot. Who knows what else? So they were basically like Ayleid civilization was basically like a city-state, you know, mini city-states. And those that were pro-Daedra became dominant, and then they enslaved humans because, you know, under the influence of Daedra, they did all these atrocities. And when the humans rebelled, you know, they actually had, I think, help from the good Ayleids. Or Ayleids. I think I call them Ayleids. I prefer Ayleids. Ayleids reminds me of eyelids. So, or the wild elves. They have many names. But yeah, so those good Ayleids that helped humans, they survived. And they live like in these enclaves. I think enclave is like a small territory that's kind of reserved for them. And so in far future, we might meet the living Ayleids. And I don't know if they're gonna look the same. Probably not. Because these living Ayleids here, the sorcerers, they don't even look like typical elves, right? It's not just like a reskinned Altmer or whatever. It's a crazy looking, creepy kind of. But yeah, after I learned more about Ayleids here, I'm kind of more interested in them. I think they're more complex. They're not just evil elves. They kind of enslaved humans and they were sadistic. There's actually more to them, you know, how they corrupted, which seems to be like almost like a typical story for many elves, because I think they live long, you know, and when you live long lives and you have this talent for magic and mysticism, it's very easy to get corrupted, right? Seduced by, you know, the dark side. So, you know, it happened to the Dwemer in their own way. The Ayleids, you know, Altmer and the Talmor, they all fall into this dark side. And, like, one thing I was always really kind of like surprised or shocked or interested is those like flesh gardens out there called, or something like that. They're basically made this whole art out of, like, you know, making sculptures out of humans. I'm not really kind of I don't know the details, but it sounds very gruesome. And I think it was inspired, I'm not sure, but I read there's a Clark Ashton Smith story set in the Zotic cycle, where in one of the stories there's this island, I believe. And what they do is they kind of create these human like flesh gardens. They kind of like combine plants and humans and grow them. And the worst part is, like, these humans, they kind of stay alive and conscious. And you basically cultivate humans like as plants. It's weird. So I'm not sure, but it could be that the writers of Morrowind or whoever wrote the lore was inspired by Clark Ashton Smith. And in fact, I feel like lots of Morrowind era lore was inspired by, you know, those authors. And I think this is why I love so much, you know, Morrowind style writing and world building and lore. It's more, you know, it feels like it's more influenced by those writers. And I really enjoy Clark Ashton Smith style. It's more, you know, decadent, dark, you know, poetic, very rich, you know. And then compared to Oblivion and Skyrim, it's more grounded. It's more like Okay, now we are just inspired by Lord of the Rings. We're inspired by, you know, typical stuff. There's the lack of this, like, more, you know, I don't know, weird stuff. That's why Morrowind is more weird. I really think the Morrowind is inspired partially by, you know, Robert E. Howard, Clark Ashton Smith, Lovecraft. So, yeah, I miss that. I miss that tone. What is going on? 5 p.m.? Well, I guess I've rested too long in the... out there. Anyways, welcome to Brina Cross.
What's this about?
What's this about? Brina Cross? We see a lot of travelers like you here in Brina Cross. We are sitting on the Gold Road at a key location between the 3 major cities of Western Colombia. That's why so many traders have set up a shop here. Tell me, are you looking for services, specific place, or someone in particular? Rumor has it that the Mages Guild alchemist here in Brina Cross is trying to sell spoiled potions. Be careful. I shall be careful. Gosh, I love this place. I forgot how much I love this place, actually. I knew I love it, but I forgot just how much I loved it. God, this is so beautiful. It's like a caldera or a pelagiad, but I had to say, but even better, you know. Man, oh man. It's like a perfect size. It's not a village, it's not a town, it's something in between. The streets, you know, I love this narrowness. It's more, you know, it's more like a private, secluded. My goodness gracious. Doesn't it feel hermetic?
What do you need?
It's like, it has this like a hermetic aspect. How can I explain? Like there's a mystery within this town. You know, it has its own like consciousness. Its own like soul. And it's a product of like so many different, you know, vectors or elements. Architecture, lighting, urban design, you know, the layout, you know, flora, fauna, colors, and yes, residents as well. Like this fine gentleman. Look at him.
Sweet skooma.
Welcome to Brina Cross, knight. Rabbi follows the trade of bard. A team of archaeologists passed through town a while back. They say they were heading for Garlas Agia. Madmen, everybody knows the stories about that place. Yes, I was just talking about them. Fort Swordsmouth was a legion outpost overrun by the Cameron usurper. It was never rebuilt and is rumored to have become a hideout to necromancers, former generals of the usurper's armies. The ruins are north of the Gold Road, to the east of Brina Cross. We've had quite a few adventurers already that planned to raid that place and never came back to tell the tale. If you don't feel like going in alone, there's a mercenary available to hire in the Colombian Wagoneers Association. Yeah. Yeah, Fort Swordsmouth. I think this is where we can meet the Minotaur. He's enslaved. I believe he's enslaved there. I just really don't know what to say. I don't know. I'm speechless. I'm really, really speechless. Oh yeah, he mentioned necromancers. Another thing that had to influence, you know, is that in the Clark Ashton Smith stories, especially Zotique, there's so much necromancy. It's like all about this entropy, you know, the entropy of life. Everything is dying. it's decadent, it's ripe, and everything's about necromancy and variations of necromancy. And you know, I always felt like, especially in Morrowind, there's so much necromancy, right? Both, you know, the legal, accepted necromancy and illegal. It's like very prevalent, right? It's not just, oh, yeah, there are some necromancers, whatever. Like, necromancy plays a big part, you know, everyone discusses about, is it wrong, is it right? So, all these little things kind of make me feel like it's, the writers had to be influenced by Clark Ashton Smith. Look at this. Someone is watching me? I'm gonna leave it there. There's a Cyrillic brandy right there. I can't even sneak. Someone is watching me. Oh,
He's in so much trouble.
am I telling you? Right. The standard issue Smithy. I'm Brescius Teletian Smith. Running the shop is a lot of work. I don't know a single blacksmith in Cyrodiil who hasn't hired an apprentice, or who isn't desperate to find one. If you don't mind, please ask Riz Gra Karar to handle any repairs you need. I could do it, if you don't want someone inexperienced to handle your gear, but it'll cost more.
Whatever you want, within reason.
We can buy some nice stuff. I love this Sutch guard tower shield, by the way, just because of the design. We can buy here, look, there's a Quechi steel cuirass and Colovian steel cuirass, red or blue. Kind of same, you know, just different look. I think I'm gonna go with the red one. I actually have enough gold, but let's just wait a little bit. Alright? Let me sell some stuff. I have too many hammers. Come on. Rumors? Salonia Halgern is fascinated with enchantments. She seems to be obsessed with magical jewelry in particular. I heard she's being harassing Gory at the North Wind Traders whenever a new shipment is about to come in. I don't think she's much of a sorceress, though. I kind of remember all these quests.
What's your story?
Tell me about yourself. I'm a commoner. You look very intricate for a commoner. Fort Sword Moth, yeah. We're gonna go there. I can try to rescue them. Let's go to the chapel first. This has to be one of the best areas in the game. Right here, Brina Cross and this orchard here. This is pure magic. I'm telling you. Man. It's crazy. I'm sorry, I'm just standing so much around, just absorbing. I think I mentioned in my video analysis, in the last video, like, so often for me, Morrowind is almost like a meditation. Reflection, meditation, you know? You just go around, you read and interact, and it's experience similar to meditation, really. Chapel of a Crimson Strings, Amara.
Strange.
Are you one of those Puritans? Welcome to the Chapel of Crimson Strings. I'm Melia Cimmerius, priestess of Mara, in the Brina Cross. Are you here to talk about the 9 divines? Or do you need assistance to reach our Holy Mother? I can also sell you spells and potions to help you restore your body and mind.
How are you today?
Let me sell you something then. A dance in the fire. Privileges of the dead. I'll keep it. I'll sell you the amulet. I'll sell you the pearl. I'll sell you one cursed. And I'll sell you one Akul. And one wine, Gonogra wine. Corpse preparation. I know you like that to read. I know you just enjoy it. Talents, heritage wine. Just one. And that's about it. Give me 280 septims, please. Please. She cannot afford. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Oh my god. And I cannot afford. Oh. Why is this? I don't know. Divine intervention. Cure common disease victim. Yes, they're all good. Strong levitate. For 10 seconds. 10 seconds is very short when you levitate. It feels like 3 seconds. But I'm gonna use divine intervention.
What can I do for you?
Good to have. Chapel of Crimson Strings, it's a strange name from a layman's point of view, so let me explain it. Crimson is the color of love to the great fates, and is ubiquitous in the Colovian weddings. As for the strings, they symbolize that love is both a bond and a bind. For two beings to form the deepest of relationships, both must lose some of their freedom. Mara shuns the licentious, and doesn't care for short embraces. Only by trying themselves together, only by tying themselves together can souls be made truly whole. It's almost like Platonic, right? The Platonic myth of androgynous, the primordial androgynous. They got separated by Zeus into the male and female. And then basically they're two souls that kind of try to join themselves together to this primordial state, which is, you know, both male and female, but in a more transcendent state, not in a vulgar, you know, modern sense. So that's how I understand it, kind of. Okay, itinerant priests. The itinerant priests are a network of priests, monks, pilgrims, sages. Yeah, I know about them. I know about them. Rumors? Did you hear? Aran Kimoi was found dead in his manor. There are talks of assassination, but the Marshal and Nerilius Ludos are trying to keep a tight lid on the situation. Who? Nerilius Ludos, captain of the town guard here in Brina Cross. He can usually be found in the southern guard tower. The secret? Well, you can usually find the latest bounties. Yes. Thank you. I enjoyed...
Happy to help. What's your problem?
Mara. The Holy Mother. Ooh, can I go here? I can squeeze in.
Mother said there'd be days like this.
Mother said there'll be days like this. It's locked. It is locked. It is locked.
What's this about?
What's this about? Let me go to the tavern. Where's the tavern? Here. Crossing in. Oh, this must be the full mercenary set.
Happy to help. What's your problem?
Oh yeah, both of them. Oh, they're mercenaries. Clothius and Katina.
Happy to help. What's your problem?
Do you have anything to report? We should probably continue our patrol, but I had a lot of fun with our last game of 9 holes. Maybe we could afford to play another round. Who are you? I am Katina, knight and champion of the Cyrodiil Imperial Legion. Really? I'm making my gold road patrol through Brina Cross with Clothius here. This inn is our regular stop, where we enjoy a game or two of 9 holes. Oh, really? So you guys also wear this armor. I really like it though. Greetings! I'm Clothius. Don't they have like a very Merovingian sounding names, right? Knight and agent of the Cyrodiil Imperial Legion. Yep. Do you want to hone your skills before your next adventure? Check with the former legionnaire Larenis Mauritius in his home in the southern part of town, or Obrugor Shara at the Clovian Wagoneers Association. I heard there's also a mercenary available for a hire at the association right now, if you need extra muscle. Larenis Mauritius.
I shouldn't have pushed
Strange.
so hard.
Hello, have you heard the call to join the itinerant priests? Yes. Our order is a loosely structured one, but we do have some simple rules and requirements. What are the rules? Aim to live and act virtuously in all that you do. Always look to help and protect one another. Look to live a life of charity, wisdom, and service. Follow your heart, your mind, and your soul, and work to become the person you would be proud to be. Never steal from another member. Avoid harming anyone unless it is absolutely necessary. And the virtues? We look to the 9 divines as models for living a good and virtuous life. Each of the 9 represents different aspects of life and how it should be lived. But the simplest statement of our doctrine is: help and protect one another. Look to live a life of charity, wisdom, and service. Follow your heart, your mind, and your soul, and work to become the person you would be proud to be. Yes. Then welcome to the Order of Itinerant Priests. That feels strange to say. I'm still pretty new myself. The local priests would probably be laughing if they were watching me induct you. Oh well. Actually, if you're up for it, you might be able to help me with some current work. I have unfinished work here in Brina Cross, but I was hoping to excuse myself and make an offering to Arcade at the shrine nearby. Some fresh air might do me good. I feel like I need to put the last season of my life behind me, and walk and a prayer would do me a good. Would you like to join me? But before we go, though, we should prepare an offering. If you could find some salt, nightshade, and sweet wine around the town, that would be excellent. Let me know when you have the offerings. Yes, let's do that.
I'm listening.
We're gonna do that. Local priests. Oh yeah, Gosha Inn. I forgot about that place. Over in Anvil, there are 2. Runs towards Time, who is assisting the hostel of Saint Rosunius in Lilla Arantia, and Luaki, who is stationed on the Quintira's shield at Fort Eldrak. It's a ship. I had no idea. There's also Garius Cyrellus, who seems perfectly comfortable at the Chapel of the West Wind in Carrick. We haven't still been in Carrick. And I talked with another priest named Hela Isonian on the way to Brina Cross. She and her companion were planning on heading west from Gosha Inn. So you might meet them on the road. Gosha Inn. It's a small establishment on the Gold Road, southeast of here. It's the last inn before crossing into the kingdom of Kawach. It's quite a climb to get up into the Kawachi Pass, so the Gold Road makes a couple of switchbacks before you reach the inn on the border. Alright then, you know what?
Speak freely, friend.
I'm gonna get a room. Bed. Yes. Background. Barter.
Good day.
Do you have
Let's do business.
Do you have salt? Sweet wine. I have sweet wine, right? I don't have sweet wine. Well, I do have none. She says sweet wine, nightshade, right? And rice or salt. Salt. Nightshade. It'll be too easy. Oh, there's salt. Nightshade. Imagine he has everything. Ah, no, he doesn't. Can I ask him? No. Where can I find nightshade, bro? Let me see. Salt, got it. Sweet wine, got it. Nightshade, working on it. Yeah, he's just standing here. Okay.
What's your story?
Ooh, look at this. Kiri. I wasn't always a maid, of course. Unfortunately, as much as I would love to reminiscence, I really must be getting to work. Can you believe it? The Gold Road is still being repaired. A team of masons have been working on this for weeks, and half of the road is still unusable. What are they doing? This will end up hurting trade with Kawach. Mark my words.
You've got my ear. Let's hear it.
Okay, let's go like this. Jesus. Alright. Boldaru's own skill. I remember you. Somewhere. Nightshade? Imagine this is Nightshade. No. Okay. Ah. This is our room. Let's sleep. 9 p.m. Let's have some proper dinner. Dead Sea biscuit. I hope that's a food. Oh, it's not a food? It's not a food. It's only called biscuit. Okay. I have bread. I have apple. I have ectoplasm. Just kidding. I have Colombian grapes. Olives. Hound meat. Anyways, let's go. Huh? There was something. All right. Anyways, today was a really like just chillaxing day, you know. I'm gonna go back to Anvil now. Teleport back to Anvil and report. All right. And I'm gonna work on the Itinerant Priest. I need to find the Nightshade. Probably some alchemists have it. It's fine. I will come back later here and do more questing. But now let's just focus on one thing. I don't want to disperse myself all the way around. So let's go to the Mages Guild and teleport back to Anvil. Where? There is a Mages Guild right here. There is, right? Here? Bookseller. Ooh. Wait. I'm pretty sure there's a Mages Guild here. Bless you. Is it here? Oh. Interesting, it's right here. Let's take a look. Ooh. I don't know what is about the Brina Cross, but all the scenery around is just marvelous. It's crazy. Yeah, and I think I never have done their quests, the Mages Guild quests here. This is a small one, small one. You okay?
Good hunting.
Yep. Yeah, her quest, you need to wait. I gotta kill the necromancer outside Anvil. It's too much, too difficult. Let's go to a Fighters Guild. I'm on the run, really. I'm really enjoying it. That's why I'm playing every day. Kingdom of Anvil. It's I kind of like abandoned Skyrim now and Starfield, but maybe later today.
Good evening.
Wait. Oh yeah, there. I also don't want to rush, you know. I want to take it easy. So there's really no need to rush because we're still a long way, I think, from Poison Song release. And even if it's released, I don't have to like update right away. Because I would like to wait for some grass patches when they come out. Because I would like to play with the grass. And I know you guys wrote me, there's a way for me to generate grass on my own. But it kind of seems... I need to invest some time to learn how to do it. That would be the best, though. Alright.
Greetings to you. A pleasure to meet you.
Oh, I need to go to a conservatory. Oh, that's right. Le Conservatory. We must return the painting. The Triumph of Pelinal. Let's go. And actually the Fighters Guild questline is not that long, so I don't think we have much left. The only thing is that now they're gonna be very difficult quests. So where do I... To Lesia Kalo. She's up.
Watch your step.
Speak
By the way,
freely, friend.
I love this shirt. I want to buy me one like this. In game, obviously. Hey there.
Watch your step.
Everyone says watch your step here because of the paintings, get it? Oh, wonderful. I'm relieved you convinced Lord Earl to give the back. Tiafon might hold a grudge, but his father's opinion matters more. Nya, 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 nya. Thank you again. Alright. Rumors? No. Alright. Watch your step.
Yes.
The warp in the west. This is Numidium, right? That Tiber Septim used to conquer everything. I know. Let me just see what's the next quest. I remember there is one, we had to escort his son, this guy, to the Ayleid ruin. We had to clear the Ayleid ruin and make sure he survives. I wonder if that's next.
With pleasure. Please, go ahead. I'm all
600 gold. You took care of that quite adroitly, associate. Skilled fighters must be strong in body, but it never hurts to have a good brain and quick tongue. Here's your reward, as promised. Yeah, we could have done it other way, more brutally, maybe stealing or, you know, even murdering someone, which would be very bad, and probably reduced the reward. I don't have any orders for you at the moment. Seek advancement and ask me again. Advancement? Apprentice, journeyman, swordsman, protector. Okay, now how about now? I have a contract involving bandits in Tessigir Chasm. Oh, I think a fighter like you will be quite pleased with it. Yes. I remember the name Tessigir because I remember the cave is dark and there will be an Alfine or Alfin there as well as a bonus. The Legion does a fine job of keeping the roads safe, but alas, luckier bandits sometimes elude them. There's a gang of such bandits led by a red guard called Niram. Hold up in Tessigir Chasm. You're to kill her and as many other bandits as possible. How about all of them? Also, there are rumors of an Alfin lurking deeper within the chasm. You don't have to kill it, but what self-respecting fighter would pass up the opportunity to try? Spoken like a true Colovian. Tessigir Chasm is nearby, just east of the city walls. Get to it. Yes, we can do it. I have to remember to buy Rising Force potions before. Sometimes these caves here, you can fall in a hole and there's no way out. Either divine intervention, if you have it, or levitate, or you're just stuck. That's my experience. This is why I experienced a couple of times. Even, I think, in Tamriel Rebuilt. So, we're gonna make sure we can levitate if we have to. So, let's leave that for next episode, you know? We're gonna stay here. Check this chest. Alright. Alright, that's good. Good one. I didn't manage to level up, but we're getting closer to level 4. But again, like I said, no need to rush. And I hope you guys, as always, enjoyed this episode. This is more like a chill one. So, yeah, you heard that? So we're slowly unraveling everything, right? We are exploring the Fighters Guild. I joined the Itinerant Priests. We're gonna do that later. Mages Guild, slowly leveling up. This is just really experiencing Kingdom of Anvil, you know, bit by bit, bite by bite. Just enjoying the moment, really, nothing else. You know, I hope you guys are doing alright. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you very soon.